What's up, guys? I want to let you know why I charge what I do for my Speed Queens. What you see here is the inside of the washer tub. Now, what you see here is the bearing kit. Now, I've already got the seal all taken off of this one here. This here is the seal. This gets pulled up, yanked off. This is old one. That gets thrown away. Now here's the bearing. Now this bearing isn't bad, but the age of the machine, it's probably around the corner. This is a 2013. It's probably seen some life. I change this bearing here, which comes with this seal kit, and there's a little drive bell seal that goes on top of everything once the hub goes in. This is a huge job if you don't have the right parts. I can get this done in probably an hour. That's why I sell these for what I do. This is a major part and a major job that I take away, that I basically make sure it's already done for the customer. Okay, now what happens is, once I get the bolts off this base here, I take this whole tub off, just like this. And here's the bearing from the underside. What it does is the transmission threads through here. There it is right there. Now that this is off, I take a screwdriver, pry it out. Now there's no reusing this. This is a one-time job. In the trash it goes. Now I'm gonna clean this tub up, get it ready to go for the new bearing kit. Okay, now I got this whole top surface nice and clean. Got it all cleaned up with some 91 alcohol. This is all clean through here. It doesn't matter if there's a tiny little bit of that glue left. It doesn't matter, because you want to make sure the inside lip is clean and you want to make sure this outside lip is clean, which it is. No cracks, nothing to worry about here. Here what we do, here's your new bearing. You throw that on here, okay? Just like that. Now, here's the new lip seal. That will come into play later. Here, now what we're ready to do is that base is ready to go back on. Okay, I got the base here. Slides right in. Bang, just like that. It slides right in to the bearing like that. Now, we are ready to bolt these back in. Okay, I saved you all the hard part of watching me build all this. It literally took me like 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 screws here, 2 screws there, and 2 screws there. And then there's also 2 screws that go into the counterweight right there. Now that that's done, this thing's ready to go. Now you can actually start building the inside. Now what happens here is I, again, wipe this down with some 91 alcohol, make sure all the oils and all the dirts are clean on it. And then what I do is I run a nice 1/2 inch bead, nice 3/8 inch bead around this little lip here of 3M560, which from Speed Queen is what they recommend. And then on top of that, after that, the lip seal goes on. What happens is this little lip seal goes on here. And then what will happen is the hub, there's a little plastic ring that sits here, and then the hub will go on top. The little lock nut goes on, and then with the impact driver, I run it all the way down, so that way this seal pushes into the actual bearing housing. It pushes onto this lip and seals it together. This is why this is so complicated. If you don't have the right tools, it's going to take a long time to get this apart. Now this one easily came apart for me, so I can easily get it back together. Okay. A little wipe of alcohol. Bead of 3M560. Seal. Ring. And then hub assembly. Okay, a little rat-a-tat-tat with the gun. Hub comes off. This gets thrown away. After that, nice liberal bead of green Loctite around the hub. Goes on like so. Slides right down. After that, there's a little plastic lock ring that slides down on here. Then, nut goes on, flat side facing upwards. And after that, ram it home with the impact. Next, we've got the dry bell seal with a nice little layer of ultra black on there to make a very nice and tight seal. Pushes on just like that. Then drive bell, last piece, goes on, pushes on. Drive bell seal on, bolt down, and last but not least, the little rubber boot. And now we can go ahead, put this little paper gasket on, and then put the tub back in. Okay, inner tub back in, 4 bolts ready to go. Okay, after that, agitator goes in. Before we go put the tub cover on, there's a little seal that needs to go in here. I already put this one in. What I normally do is I take my needle nose, pull the old seal out like this, and then what I do is I run the new seal in. It's a foam ring. I run it in, push it in along here, along there. That's how I get the tub cover seal in. Okay, now that the agitators are back in, we can go ahead and put the tub cover on. Now there's a little lip, there's a little notch here, and what it does is it lines up with this notch on the tub. I line that up, and then start pushing all these clips on. Some of them want to go, some of them take a little persuasion. Give it a little pull, make sure it's tight. And that's how I build a tub module. That's how I change bearings on a Speed Queen tub. This is what I do with every Speed Queen that I sell to ensure that my customers get the best machine, the best used machine they can possibly get. I want to make sure that they're good for a long time. Good night, everybody.